Hello, people. It's me, Wilson, again, here in Linguistic House. Now I am with my new friend, Bryan
from Yukon in Canada.
Yeah, Bryan is here in Linguistic House. So you know that I want to discover different cultures, people, language. And now, Bryan, we will talk about the things that we love to do. And I want to show you now because Bryan, you practice one sport that for me is very interesting, but I never tried it. Something similar. What is this sport?
We call it pack rafting.
Pack rafting. Yeah, I say it right.
Pack rafting.
Pack rafting.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not like rafting, but
it's somewhere between rafting and kayaking.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, how do you do that?
So you have a special boat that we buy that it looks like a mini raft, and you have to inflate it so it can roll up really small. The boat weighs about 10 pounds in total, and when you blow it up, it gets to be about the size of a kayak.
Okay, but it's just for one.
But it's just for one person, though.
One person,
and you can get some for two people. But not, there's some special ones for two people, but usually it's just one person.
Okay.
And the beauty of it is you can carry it in your backpack. It's very light, so it's not like a big heavy raft that you have to drive it in a truck or a car and put it in the water. So the advantage of the pack raft is in Canada, where I'm from, we have many lakes, rivers, and wilderness.
Yeah, that's where you are.
So so we can take the pack raft, put it in our backpack, and just decide, look at a map and say, I want to go here. I want to explore this part of the wilderness. And you can hike to there, blow your boat up, paddle down the river, blow your boat back up, and hike back home.
That's very funny because the moment that I talked with you, the first day, you told me like, yeah, I have a boat in my backpack.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. That was so funny. Yeah. And you can do it. That what do you need if you want to do that practice? If you want to practice that sport, you need to go for one lake. You need a river.
I think it definitely helps for people if you've done some other paddling before, like if you've been rafting or you've been canoeing. If you know a little bit about that, it helps first. But yeah, you can do it on a lake, and that's a nice, safe way to get used to it, move around, control it. And then you start on like an easy river. Like we have, all the rivers have classes, like a difficulty scale.
Yeah.
So class 1 all the way up to class 6. So in a pack raft, class 1 and 2, very easy, and that's a good place to start. Class 3 starts getting a little bit more, like you should know a little bit more about safety and what you're doing. And then class 4 or 5 is possible in a pack raft. The hardest that I've ever paddled in a pack raft is class 5. But it starts getting a lot more difficult and dangerous.
Yeah, but do you think that it's dangerous or not?
It can be.
What is the dangerous part?
Well, like anything, like being on a river, moving water, there's always hazards like fallen trees. There can be rocks that you can get stuck on. The water can push you into it and hold you there. If you capsize, if you flip the boat. One unique thing about pack rafting is like a kayak too. If you don't roll your boat back over, or you can't jump back in the boat, some people have, because it's very light, if you fall out, sometimes the boat gets separated from you, and then people have lost their boat, and then they have to walk, and it's very difficult.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And for how long are you practicing this?
I've been pack rafting for about 3 years. But I've been paddling canoes and kayaks my whole life.
You have the expertise.
Yeah, so I didn't start with pack rafting. I moved there after canoeing.
Oh, that's nice. And do you recommend to one, for example, it is possible for, I don't know, in my case, if I want to practice, I never done it before, just rafting.
Oh, absolutely. Like rafting is a good place to start, to learn, but rafting, you tend to be with a guide and you tend to be with many people. So you don't...
Yeah, it's like a team,
which is fun and it's exciting and it gets you a little bit more comfortable in the water, but you probably won't learn as much about how to read the water. because somebody else is steering it for you, right?
Okay.
Whereas when you're in a boat by yourself, you have to start to read the water. Like you start to tell, you see a certain wave and you know that there's a rock there.
Yeah.
And you see a certain, like, you know,
feature. Like kayak, yeah?
Yeah, and you start to be able to read a river, you know, and it tells you what's coming by what you see in front of you.
And where to go and things like that. Oh,
yeah.
Okay,
where to go, what to avoid.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool. And you're now here in Ecuador, and are you going to Tena, yeah?
The plan is to take my packraft to Tena and find some rivers to explore.
It's a good place. I did it like kayak, but just twice. Yeah, twice. Yeah, okay. And rafting.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a good river. And now that we're in the rainy season, it's perfect because the water level is going up.
Yeah.
So perfect for you. Yeah. And one thing that I want to show you is like, Bryan, you were an English teacher, yeah?
I was an English teacher in Korea.
Yeah, in Korea. So what do you recommend to all the people they want to improve they will want to improve their language, English skills?
I think it's just searching out those opportunities to just speak, and even if you speak bad English, just keep speaking.
Yeah, like me, I can't do that. And interview.
I think that's I think it's the best way. I know, and I think you'll find that most people will be patient with you and like help you. You know, like I know if I'm speaking to someone who's learning English, I will often give them, if they're open to it, I say, do you mind if I correct you? And you just sort of like, oh, that actually means this, or you should say this, you know, and without being rude about it. And then usually people, oh, okay.
Yeah, when looking for that. I love that part. Yes. Yeah. I'm always like, did I say it right? Oh, no.
Yeah. So I think just finding activities where you can hang out with many other English speakers, you know, the immersion, whether it's joining a club,
yeah,
you know,
like camping, hiking,
something like that, where you're interacting with people.
Yeah, absolutely. Me too. I'm doing that all the time, and it helps a lot. So that's all, my friends. See you next time. Don't forget to watch and look for how to improve your language skills. And I'm here on Linguistic House if you want to come, and I can support with that. Bye, guys. See you soon. Yeah.